Hello everyone, it's Big River Monk talking. So today we want to talk about the topic about the NBA this season's. Well, about a very strong team that called Thunder. It's Oklahoma City. So I think that it's a very perfect game in this year's. And last year the Thunders gets a champion and it's a world champion and get a very good performance in the finals. But even even the Thunder is so strong and it has a young team and he is not getting a age problem and in these years he is showing very great in the NBA fighting. So but there is no such fun about Thunders and no one just believe that Thunder can be just take a champion again and get the dynasty about NBA history. Why this is happening? So I want to talk about my opinion and just and do some kind of analysis. So first of all, Thunder it's a team that's based on a Canada star that's called Alexander. Um, and he is a very everybody hates Alexander. It's just because that he's getting a lot of free shoot and free throw and so he is always gets very just the get very good. He just he was very easy to get the free shoot, so free throw. So that makes people think he's not that a big star, and he's not that and dunk a lot. If you dunk a lot, maybe you can get a very high entertainment and to become a to become star to comfort all the audience and just to show your power and make some kind of circus. So in fact, NBA he used the circus name, circus verb like Eddie Wu. It's just means that NBA is just not a basket game. Some kind of you do some performance and just trying to make people happy and make them to think that's a very good show for watching. But in fact, not that too many people like the show of basket itself. So basketball is some kind of a show. It's just combining with some kind of circus shoot and the circus playing, circus dunk, alley whatever, something like that. But if you just change the NBA into a really basketball game, it makes you shoot 3 point shoots, uh, shoot downtown and get a very high rates about the shooting successful. So if you make that kind of the things, well, it will be a very basketball game, but it's not that popular. Europe it's a very strong basketball league. Europe has a lot of strong teams, and their national team is very work hard and it's very good at shooting, successful shooting rates. So they are very basketball. But Europe League, it's not some kind of thing everybody want to look and want to just pay money for it. It's just because that he's not so circus. He's not a circus that's just to please the people. So in this way, that makes NBA is more circus and make the NBA star. It's more like a strong person, Superman in this world, and it shows very violent dunk and Eddie Wu and something that's just please audience. So in this way, the Alexander is some kind of a really basketball player, but he's not a circus member. So that's the reason that makes Thunder it's not that famous. Like that, we Combo, some kind of the star in the Bucks. He dunks a lot, and he has a very strong body, and he really shows the Superman and the circus circus play in a lot of a game, and so in this way, people will like that Edgar and Combo, but they don't like Alexander. So like Yokiki and Don Kiki, they are just a very good basketball player, but they are not a very circus member. So um, in the NBA all time or All Star games, we look at All Star game. It's not for some kind of some kind of a three-point shooting game or something. We like to see more dunk, to see something that's NBA player not doing in the regular season, and it shows violence, dunk, and a very circus play in the All Star games. That's something that's attract people to see it, but in these days, the NBA All Star games are getting too many 3 point shooting, and it's become very very boring. It's not because that people don't like 3 point shooting, but people just like circus in basketball. They don't like basketball it only. So if you don't have dunk, the basketball it's a very very boring game. In fact, so the All Star has that kind of things changing in these days. The stars in NBA is trying to shooting more and more 3 pointer, and they don't doing some kind of a dunk more because dunk maybe hurt themselves, and they if they get hurt they will lose money, so they don't dunk a lot. So the NBA regular season is just become more and more boring, and people just don't like to look at it. So that's a reason why this NBA All Star game, no matter what you pick, you pick some kind of person can get 30 points per game, and he's very good at score, but he's not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan scoring 30 points per game, and he dunk a lot and do a lot of circus shoots. But in nowadays, the good uh, the good star in NBA, they are just shooting good. They are just shoot 3 point, 3 point shooting, and they don't dunk themselves like Steph Curry, whatever. So in these days, so in these reasons, we know that Thunder is some kind of a strong NBA team, but it's not a very popular team. That's the reason. The Alexander is not a circus player, so people doesn't like them. And the second reason about Thunder is not getting popular and that no one likes them. No one. It's just a kind of overrated. But in fact, a lot of people just don't like Thunder. It's just because the Thunder is not that strong than you think. Thunder is a team that's it's a very get a very good guards and forward, but they don't have a very good center. So in fact, you seems to be the Thunder can get a very high points and can beat a lot of team in the regular season. But in fact, when they go to the off season and fighting some very strong team that have had a defense ability and had a strong center, they just get a very hard work and they just cannot win them like in the regular season. So the last year they go to the final, but in the way they just lose to Nugget 4 games, 3 games, and they fight Pacers in the finals, and they lose 3 games too, and they just get in a very dangerous situation, almost lose, by the by the vampire, and they just get a very good come back. So this is that shows that no matter what you playing good in the regular season, that doesn't mean you can get the champion. And nowadays, the NBA is changing in a lot of ways, so you can put a team get a very high rates about winning rates, but in fact you cannot get a team can beat all the strong team. So when you get into the off season and get to the final, and you will find uh, you will find that all the teams that he can win 50% or all, and some kind of like that. That gym is very strong, and he has a very strong point and can beat your weak point, and you just cannot win like the regular season to that easy. So if you cannot win that easy, everybody thinks you are not strong enough. It's not like that. We said in Jordan's time, Michael Jordan, he doesn't fight final in the 7 games. Oh, he always beat the the upside team in 6 games. So of course that is kind of the times president present that times present, but in in these days, so no such strong team like the Chicago Bull in the 90s. So um every team play in the regular season, if they find that you just lose a lot of points, and if you find you playing too many minutes and you will get hurt, so every time when they find the Thunders, they will just give up first. They'll give it fast. They will give up fast. Maybe into the third quarter, they already give up. So Thunder, in fact, is not getting so much challenge in the regular season, but when he go to the off season, and he will get very difficulty in fighting all the team in the off season. So that's the reason why Thunder is not get very popular and no one likes them, because they are not that strong enough like the Chicago Bull or the Golden State. In Golden State, in the 2016 or 2017, even they are strong in the regular season, but when they go to the finals, they still get a very good challenge for their upset team, like the Clever, uh, mm, Oakland, Cleveland Clavers, and some kind of a Houston Rockets. Some kind of that game is very uh, you know. Golden State even has a Kevin Durant. They still finds a Houston Rocket in 7 games. So in in some kind of like that two reasons that Thunder just seems not be that popular, and he doesn't have so many fans. So that's what I think about why Thunders is not popular. So see you next time. I will do another chit chat talk like that. Thank you very much. Bye bye.